Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they're struggling through some mid-season doldrums at this point. It's been a ragged patch of the schedule for them lately. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but that's going to take a full season. A full season of injury-free play to get that confidence back. Full season, Ernie, 82 games.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later on.
Live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a row game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Derrick Rose is out there with E'Twaun Moore, and it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Now here's Hayward. A 26-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. And Utah has possession. The monster passes to Gobert. In the corner, it's Hayward. Shot clock at 5. Gets to the corner and buries it. Hayward's got his first points of the night.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
On defense, Chicago. The monster passes to Doc. Over to the wing. Passes to Silk. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And here's the dunk. To the paint. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's the monster. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The feed now to Dunleavy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
Here's the monster. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Hayward can't hit.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Fires for 3. Utah with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
The monster passes to Silk. Here is Doc. The pass to the monster. Nice ball movement by Utah. Baseline try. Another miss by Utah.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Rose against Hayward. Gasol on the high post. Hayward grabs the board.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's the monster. Gobert with a screen on Gibson to the middle to end the drought. Right wing. Knock the pass to Silk. Shot from the top of the key. That one a little long.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Dishes it to Rose. It's tipped. Here's the monster. In the corner, it's Hayward. Pass to the monster. Gobert is a screen. Gasol with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Moore left side. Unloads. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these 2 teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Chicago leading by 3. He feeds it to Rose. Got a handout. And that's out of bounds. Chicago holds in possession. Down low. Stolen. And now Utah, fast break. Tries to snap the cold streak. And Hayward with the lay-in.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Here's the monster. Passes it to Silk. Lets it fly, and Gibson sends it down.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clarkie was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Now Rose, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. And it's Moore penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Utah trails by 6. Here's the monster, and there's the pass to Silk. Pulls up. Rebound by the Bulls.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
No good for Moore.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's the monster. Pass to Dot. Here's the monster. Passes it to Dot. Lock at 6. Pulls it from the elbow. Cut the bucket. Silk's got his first basket of the night.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Not turning the ball over is important for any team, obviously. But he said it takes on extra meaning when going up against a team with so many small ball hawks, who will seize any opportunity to come up with a steal and turn it into easy points on the other end of the floor. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
George is checked in for Rudy Gobert. The Bulls also changing it up. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson, and Brooks subbed in for Moore. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. A steal. And now Utah, fast break. Here's the monster. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Now just a 2-point Chicago lead.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Rose. And the air ball on that. Way off.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Good looking screen by Gasol. And it's Rose penetrating. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Brooks with no one around. And again, Chicago. No good. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for them here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's the monster. Brooks covering. Can't convert after the good screen.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Mirotic kicks to Dunleavy. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's the monster. Here's the pass to Doc. It's deflected. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the monster, who's covered by Rhodes. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Lyles checked in for Silk. Hood comes in for Doc. And Stockton subbed in for the monster. The Bulls also changing it up. Tony Snell comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. Bulls trail by 3. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. He dishes it to Heinrich. Back to Mirotic. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Mirotic has got his first 2 points. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now here's Stockton. Pass to Hood. Shot clock at 5. Out to Hayward. Takes a 3. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
He hits the second from the line. Utah leading by 3. Now Stockton. Hayward outside. They set the pick. George against Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Utah, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And George drops them both. Bulls trail by 5. Gasol, a screen on Stockton. Here's Brooks. Drains the 19-footer. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Stockton. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The dish to Hood. Back to Stockton. Kicks to Hayward. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. And that's now 9 points for Gordon Hayward. Brooks with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. And he gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Stockton. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Power down with both hands.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their full bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Yeah, here's Stockton. Following the three-pointer by Aaron Brooks. There's the screen. Passes it to Lyles. Off the pick. And Utah again with the bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Brooks. He has 7 to the wing on the left. Heinrich dishes to Mirotic. Shoots it. Another one falls for Chicago. Utah leading. Stockton outside. At the elbow, it's George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
First free throw is good. And the Bulls making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Brooks. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Utah out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision, too. And I want to make it good, great, actually. Not good, but great.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Brooks is out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Snell in at the small forward. Brooks outside. Gibson the screen. And Brooks. Here we go. 4 on the shot clock. Moore. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Utah shooting in this game 45%. Pass to Lyles. Gobert with a screen on Gibson. Here's the monster to the left wing. Here's Hood. Offensive rebound. Back the pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the monster. Brooks covering. And he gets it to go. The monster's got 5 points so far.
And he should thank the Chief for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And Moore kicks to Gibson. Gibson the screen. The drive by Brooks. Here's Mirotic. Misses the frame. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. They get it back. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way. And it's a 6-point Utah lead.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here is Mirotic, who's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And here's Brooks from outside. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight to the inside. Right wing. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding one guards of the last 10 games. Well, you look at the monster, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do.
And, Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause.
Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Feeds to Hood. Gobert the screen. Miles passes to Gobert. Utah needs to get off a shot here. A monster. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I'll tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
That free throw, no good. Silks checked in for Utah. Chicago also making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic. Dunleavy comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Rose in for Brooks. And the second free throw, good. And Utah has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. Here is Doc, looking for his first basket still in this one, pushing their lead to double digits. And Utah leads by 10.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk about.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you make some adjustments. Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, the initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Gibson. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thanks, Doris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Bulls trail by 10. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
Listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. That's good. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Utah shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Some good numbers there for Silk. He's got 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Now here's Rose. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunity.
Now here's Rose. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backcourt.
Here's the monster. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Good. Right now, they got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Chicago with the ball. Outside Rose. He kicks it to Gasol. Fades and shoots. Rebound, Utah.
And, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Got it despite fading back a bit. That's 12 points for Silk.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Rose dishes to Gibson. Now Dunleavy. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. He used that pick to perfection.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Silk. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game. And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg. Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Chicago calls timeout. Different look for Utah. George is checked in for Gobert. Hayward comes in for Hood, and Stockton subbed in for the Monster. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. Here is Rose. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Gasol setting the pit for Rose. And it's sent back by George.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Rose goes in. Rose with another miss.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Stockton outside. To the paint. Here's Hayward. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just 1 basket away from winning it all.
Utah leading by 21. And the pass to Doc. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's George finishing it off.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And the shot is good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Stockton kicks to George. Now here's Stockton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Just 5 to shoot. Hayward on the wing. Shoots a fader. No good off the back of the rim. Bulls trail by 21. And Dunleavy gets it to go in. Dunleavy's got his second basket of the night.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
That is good. 14 points for Silk.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Rose against Stockton. Right side Rose. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose. 8 points for Pau Gasol.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here is Doc. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Utah, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
One shot. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. On defense, Chicago. Hayward from outside. They get it back. Pass to Silk. Stockton outside. 1:49 left to play in the first half. There's the pick. Goes back up. Rebound by Heinrich. Bulls trail by 20. Rose. Good. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. And guys, Kirk Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Utah calls timeout. Talking about Heinrich, the one thing you expect from him is consistency. But when he couldn't provide it last year, the team turned to a different backup point guard.
Exactly right, Kevin. Heinrich couldn't have felt good about becoming a third stringer, averaging the fewest minutes per game of his career last season.
And Utah making a change here. Isles checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Brooks checked in. Brooks against Stockton. Pass to Silk. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter.
That's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
I would certainly hope not. I mean, you get that kind of opportunity with little resistance from the defense, you got to take.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Bulls trail by 17. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
To the inside. It's stolen by Dunleavy. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Tony Snell's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. Stockton against Brooks. They set the pick. Hayward on the wing. The feed now to George. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
At the line for two.
That's good from George. And George drops them both. Seven seconds left in the second quarter. 2 on the clock. And it's laid in by Brooks. Brooks has got 9. That's tipped. And we finish one half of basketball. Utah leads by 14. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game from Silk.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far. Just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down there.
They've got Silk. Jock is out there with the monster. And it's Hayward. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Down low. That's the group right now for Utah. Dishes it to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Utah. Now the pass to Silk. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today? Rose
up on top. Rose can't get that one to fall.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Silk. And again, it's Utah. Here's Rose. And a minute played as the second half gets going. There's a good screen. Gibson the screen. And again, Chicago. No good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Silk. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. And Moore kicks to Rose. From 18 feet away, they retain possession. Pass to Dunleavy. He feeds it to Gasol. Shot clock at 6.
Lovely start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Doc, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Bulls trail by 20. Moore outside. He dishes it to Gibson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Utah leading by 18. Here's the monster. He's got 14. And he takes it home with one hand.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with a steady one-hand jam.
And it's Rose penetrating. Gobert with the block. Uncovered. The offensive rebound. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And now it's up to 25 points for Silk.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Moore passes to Rose. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got 8.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Over to the wing. Gobert the pass to Silk. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
At the line. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. and good on the second, so he makes them both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Rose. Over in the corner, Gasol. 13 feet away. Gobert with the block. Here's the monster. 14 points for him. Out to the wing. Gibson with the steal. Outside Rose. Now the dish to Gibson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's the monster. Passes it to Doc. Out to Hayward. Silk passes to Doc. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to the monster. Another miss by Utah. Bulls trail by 20. Moore dishes to Rose. From outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Gobert the screen. Here's the monster. Gobert with a screen on Rose. The monster. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And he gets it to go. 29 points for Silk. Chicago has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Gasol. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Here's Silk, defended by Gasol. Off target from three-point range.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Teardrop shot, and there's Derrick Rose on the assist from Moore. And that's now 10 points for Rose. Utah leading by 20. Here's the monster. He's got 14. They set the pick. Gobert the screen. 5 to shoot. For 3, Hayward. Chicago grabs the miss. Dunleavy's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Moore. Sinks the three-pointer. Moore's got 5.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now here's Rose. Guarded closely. Gasol kicks to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
That's good. And it's 13 points for Gordon Hayward.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And here's Rose. 10 points for him. And they double up Gasol. And Gibson now atop the key. Rose passes to Dunleavy. Kick out to Moore. A floater. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
No good on that. A different look for Utah. George is checked in for Gobert. Lyle comes in for Silk. Rodney Hood subbed in for Doc. Then for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. Tony Snell comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And he sinks the second. Utah leading by 20. Here's the monster. He's got 14. The shot by George, wide open. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks to Moore. Mirotic the screen. And it's Moore penetrating. And stolen by Hayward. Fast break, here they come. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Brooks leading the charge. Feeds to Moore. Snell dishes to Gibson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Gibson's got 9.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
3-pointer, Hayward. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now the feed to Mirotic. He kicks to Gibson. Utah with the rebound. Here's the monster. George with the screen on Brooks. Can't get it to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Snell. And Brooks. Here we go. And he gets the bucket. Brooks has got 11 points. Utah leading by 16. Here's the monster. 14 points for him. There's the pass to Hood. They set the screen. Pocket 6 to end the drought. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Looking at the game for the monster, he has 14 points and 4 blocks. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And the Bulls making a change also. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now here's Heinrich. Dishes to Mirotic. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Utah leading by 18. Here's the monster. 16 points for him. Pass to Felton. Here's Lyles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the monster. And all can win that time before dropping in. The Monster's got 4 points this quarter. Bulls trail by 20. Brooks outside. He feeds it to Mirotic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 9 points for Nikola Mirotic.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's the monster. He's got 18. Lyles, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Back to Heinrich from outside the arc. Utah with the rebound. George has got his third rebound tonight. Here's the monster. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Mirotic has a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah leading by 20. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's the monster. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Nice work at the line so far. Going 5 for 5.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, the monster.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Into the Bulls, shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Brooks outside. Mirotic the screen. Heinrich. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Utah out in front, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Utah leading by 22. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Dunleavy. Mirotic is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Brooks in at the shooting guard. 3 on the clock. From 15 feet away. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Dunleavy's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the dish to Mirotic. From outside, off the mark. Utah shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. The monster passes to Doc. Here's Silk. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Gobert. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
He's off on the first. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Hayward comes in for Thunder, and Stockton subbed in for the Monster. And he sinks the second. Rose with the ball. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Now here's Stockton. He dishes it to Gobert, passes it to Hayward, kicks it to Stockton. Hayward outside. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Bulls making a switch here. Moore's checked in.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Now here's Hayward. Here is Doc. Back to Hayward. Here's Silk, defended by Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Bulls foul called. Pau Gasol. That's his 5th personal foul. At the line. At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
And so he makes both from the line. Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny it.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check. Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Gasol with the steal. Outside Rose. And again, no good by Chicago.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here is Doc. Soft touch off the glass. For Chicago, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Moore right side. Uncovered. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 9th assist in the game now.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Utah calls timeout. Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask, with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injured.
Checked in for Utah. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Silk, defended by Gasol. Stockton against Moore. Pass to Hood. 5 on the clock. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now Stockton.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Now here's Rose. Hands it from downtown. Rose has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Stockton against Rose. Hayward left side. And there's the pass to Silk. From deep. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Moore outside. Gasol, a screen on Hayward. And it's Moore penetrating. Feeds it to Dunley. From 15 feet away. And it's Chicago scoring again. Now here's Stockton. To the middle. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's now 33 points for Silk.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And it's Moore penetrating. Shot is off.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Silk. That's short off the rim. Bulls trail by 21. 3-on-3. Dunleavy's shot is off.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Hood kicks to Gobert. Hayward on the wing. He's covered by Rose. Back to Hayward. Stolen by Rose. Out to the right wing. Mirotic dishes to Dunley. Here's Moore. Knocks down the 3-ball. Moore's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Hood, the pass to Silk. He kicks it to Hood. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Gobert dishes to Hayward. 3-pointer, Stockton. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And Utah leads by 21.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
That's good. 21 points for Rose.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Here's Silk. Lee Baz was put in just the right spot.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Rose. Gasol kicks to Moore. They set the screen. Rebound, Utah.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Hayward against Moore. Hayward kicks to Gobert. Nerodžić brings the double team. The drive by Gobert. Hood, the pass to Silk. Lets it go from deep. And Utah, another three.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
And Moore kicks to Rose. Rebound by Stockton.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
A different look for Utah. George is checked in for Gobert. Lyle comes in for Gordon Hayward. And the Monsters subbed in for Stockton. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Here's the Monster. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
So it's Chicago now. Moore with it. Now the feed to Rose. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Some good play from Rose in this one. He has 23 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Here's the Monster.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future. How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Chicago calls timeout. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be active anytime soon.
And Utah has possession, following the miss by Derrick Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And the Bulls making a change here. Bairstow, he's checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Tony Snell's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Heinrich in for Rose. And Gibson sends it back. McDermott dishes to Gibson. Heinrich passes to Bairstow. Stolen by George. Here's Silk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. McDermott, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Utah.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Self. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Bulls foul, Cameron Johnson. That's his first personal foul. At the line, the Monster.
And he knocks down the first one. And Utah making a change here. Stockton's checked in. Pau Gasol is checked in for Chicago. Both good from the line that time. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Heinrich kicks to Snell. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Here's the monster. It's stolen. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bulls ball.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Stockton against Heinrich. Good looking screen by Gasol. And the Bulls, another three.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that number 2 combo. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. the defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.